This week we're doing something new. I'm showing you guys 4 pop figures I bought this week, which I call my fresh stash. And per usual, I got these pop figures from my friends at tinytitan.be. I bought them at their shop. Their shop is truly amazing. Really happy with these guys. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check him out. Go do that. And this week, the fresh stash is all Star Wars. Let's dive in right after the break. Hey guys, welcome back to the Pop Noob. Hi, that's me. Like I said in the intro, this week we're doing something different. Usually I do mystery boxes. Boxes where I don't know what's going to be inside. I pull out and I go like, oh. And then I check the value, oh. And I put them in my collection back there. I wanted to do something different this time around. I just bought 4 pop figures that I ordered myself. I picked them out of a list, but they're all in one theme. This week, that theme is Star Wars, one of my favorite franchises in the whole world. And I'm just going to be honest, I'm a little geek. A 6'7" geek. And the good thing is, I already have a next one planned that is also going to be Star Wars, but that's going to be specific on The Mandalorian, that series they had over at Disney+. So expect that one in a few weeks. But this week, it's all about the Star Wars movies, the old and the new. So what we're going to do, I have these 4 pop figures right there next to me. I'm going to pull them out one by one. I'm going to show them to you guys. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think of these pop figures and these personas in Star Wars universe. Let's get started with the first one. I'm going to pick one of the bigger ones first. We have bigger ones, small ones. I'm going to explain. Chill, sit down. No, not there. That's my spot. Yeah, move over. What is Star Wars without Darth Vader? As soon as I saw it, I had to have it because he is such an important part of setting that. Come on, Star Wars without Darth Vader? No way possible. But the way they kind of did it on this pop figure, the way they kind of made sure that the aesthetic with the 2 little eyes, like the bulgy little eyes that is typical for a pop figure, is still in there. Well, it breathes. It's just a simple Darth Vader pop figure. He has his red lightsaber. And it's him from the first movies, like the old school movies, the movies that I saw when I was a kid. I still remember them so fondly, just sitting there with my brother. I think the first time I saw him was not at my parents' house, but actually at friends of my parents, and he was a Star Wars fan himself. And he was like, "Can I show your kids something?" My dad was like, "What the dude? No, it's a movie." Okay, cool. And then he showed us Star Wars, and I was hooked from the first moment. Now, I've never, as a kid, really experienced Darth Vader as something scary or ominous. He was powerful. He had his own agenda. But there were other figures when I was a kid in different movies that kind of really scared me. But Darth Vader never really did that. I really love this. And I have different Darth Vader things spread all over my house. Like I have this soap bottle, like bath soap bottle that is shaped in Darth Vader. Like there's different things all over my house that kind of hint at good old Darth Vader. What do you guys think of my new stand? Beautiful, right? It almost fell over just a second ago, but hey, it's a beautiful spot for my pop figures to live while I talk to you guys. So the new one in my fresh stash for Star Wars is Darth Vader. It has the number 01 on it. Come on, I needed to pick that one first. Time to move on. This one is Luke Skywalker with Yoda on his back. This one is just extremely beautiful. There's a lot of Luke Skywalker pop figures and some are more expensive than others. This was kind of just the standard price because it's not that old. It's pretty recent. It's for the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. Luke Skywalker, when he's training with Yoda on his back. And it's with a collection. It's in a small collection where you have Princess Leia, you have Han Solo, and Carbonite. I need to get me that one. This is the whole training sequence where they're in the swamps of the planet name that just escapes me. Hey, I'm a Star Wars fan. I don't know the name of the planet where Yoda and Luke Skywalker are training. I really love this Puff figure. He looks tired, weary. He definitely suffered, and I'm not sure if Yoda is either tired or, you know, yeah. Not a lot of people know that, but Yoda had a drinking problem. That's why he was always talking so funny. I'm going to put him right next to Darth Vader. No fighting! Get along! I'm not going to spoil anything, but your family. Alright, next one. So these are clearly old movie Puff figures. I don't have to explain you. Do I? Okay. They are. Fine. I have two more, and those are newer movies, and they're kind of special. Let me start out with this one. Kanata. I had to look for that last name. I was not sure what the last name was. Kanata. All these are bobbleheads, by the way. I don't know what it is, but all the Puff figures that I've been buying in the last 2 weeks, all bobbleheads. I don't know. They're trying to tell me something. Let me explain why I picked this one. First off, the actress that plays this is just phenomenal. Lupita Nyong'o. I don't know if you've probably seen her in a lot of movies. She's an amazing actress, and she plays this role. But the thing is, it's a CGI character. It's this lady that is all hunched up, like clearly pretty old, clearly in the Yoda territory. But she has these goggles on, like two magnifying glasses that she puts in front of her eyes, which make her look like really, what? I don't know. It's an amazing character, and you can tell it's one of those characters in those new movies that you see and you know they have a backstory that they're not telling you. They're showing something, like the tip of the iceberg. You might know what her backstory is, but I feel like she has more stories to tell. Like the whole way she's set up, the things she says. She has this collection of stuff, and there's more to this character, and that's why I picked this Puff figure. She triggered me. I saw the Puff figure, I was like, oh, I need to get me that one. I'll get more Star Wars Puff figures in the next few years for sure. But for some reason, Maz was some person or some persona that clicked for me. Like a character that I needed to get to my collection. It might be the big glasses. I can't resist ladies in glasses. My girlfriend doesn't have glasses. Maybe she should buy her glasses for her birthday. Do you think she would mind? I think so. Let's move on to the next one. We're almost done. What? The last one is pretty obvious. It is a character from the new movies. The moment I saw it, the moment the community saw it, let's just say that opinions were kind of like, I don't know. Or they're just trying to copy this and this. It's crazy. Let me grab it and then we'll talk about it. Come on. BB-8, I had to have him. It's also a bobblehead, by the way. It's crazy how they managed to put that much emotion is not the word, but playfulness in this little robot by the way they animated him, by the way they worked him. And there's all these stories you hear, like these that they really used. They didn't use CGI, but they used the remote controlled robot. I do think for certain parts they did fix it with CGI, but yeah, they can make really impressive robots that are really similar to this one without the whole AI part, because that would be scary. I want to welcome our AI overlords. I've always been good to Siri. Please don't kill me. If you go to Disneyland, if you go to any place where they sell Star Wars stuff, you'll find these remote-controlled BB-8s that kind of operate the same way he does, but they're way smaller, so I don't know. They might have done it all technically practical special effects with the occasional touch of CGI, but I really love this character. I think that is what Star Wars does pretty good when it comes to these robots. A BB-8 is very, very different from an R2-D2. You can almost imagine what R2-D2 would sound like if you could understand him. You know what I mean? Like what his tone of voice would be. And the same for BB-8. I don't think 3CPO, he's talking plenty. He doesn't need help. So yeah, this is my fresh stash for this episode, Star Wars. We have BB-8, we have Maz, we have Darth Vader, we have Luke and Yoda. I have Luke and Yoda in one pop figure. I know, impressive, right? This is the collection for Star Wars for this episode. There's a new fresh stash episode coming in a few weeks, and it's going to be Star Wars again. But this time around, it's all going to be figures or characters from the Mandalorian TV series. Well, the series they have over on Disney Plus. A new season is going to start in a few weeks, and I wanted to kind of start my collection, and there are some beauties in there. There are some beauties. I had to wait to get them all together, but there are some beauties in there, so look forward to that. And by now you should know that I get my pop figures at Tiny Titan WE. These guys have been really helpful. I buy them myself. They don't sponsor me, but they have been extremely supportive, and I want to thank them for that. I'll leave you a link in the description if you want to check them out. Just have a look and see what they have in their collection or in their shop. And until then, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like my videos, you want to see my future videos, just subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in a few weeks. Bye bye.